Now here are some interesting stats for you. University studies say 45% of women are on a diet on any given day. 95% of people who go on a diet will gain the weight back within 2 years. And Scientific American says 80% of people tracking calories and exercise does not cause permanent weight loss. Well, here to talk about that and a whole lot more is Dr. Kathleen Nash from Total Transformation. Good morning, Dr. Nash.
Good morning, Elliott. Those were some dismal stats you quoted.
I didn't want to start off the new year on a bad foot, but I know you're here to help everyone, so let's get into this. We know you've had your own experience with obesity and took your own weight loss journey, so how long did you struggle with being obese and how much weight did you actually lose?
Yeah, absolutely. So I can relate to the statistics that you mentioned at the beginning of our interview because I started gaining weight when I was 8 years old. By the time I was in high school, I was obese. And by my 3rd year of practice, I was at 237 pounds. And that was a 25-year battle with obesity, trying every traditional diet under the sun, and it just didn't work. But when I found out that I was pre-diabetic and I had fatty liver disease, I switched tactics to go after the damage. And once I focused on reversing those conditions and reversing that damage, that's when I lost the 80 pounds. That's when I reversed the prediabetes and the fatty liver. And that's when the body actually held the weight loss.
I heard you mention or use the phrase focus on the damage. I understand most diets automatically correct damage or try to by having you eat less and move around more. Clearly, you figured out something personally with your own answer that worked for you and the results you've achieved also with your clients. So how is your program different from a traditional weight loss approach?
Right. So I think a traditional weight loss approach will actually worsen if you have metabolic damage because the only thing they're focusing on is that calorie deficit, that eat what you want and still lose weight, or providing lifetime memberships to their weight loss programs and pushing deprivation and tactics where you'd have to rely on willpower and motivation, which just never work in the long term. And that's just what they want. We're trying to build repeat business where you lose some weight with us, you gain it back when you leave us, you feel bad about yourself, and you come back and do our program again. And it's just misleading.
Now, we always know you come with results guaranteed and you show examples. So do you have an example of someone who's used your method and their results?
Yes, absolutely. So today we're going to take a look at Dominic. Dominic is typical of our younger people in the country. He started becoming diabetic when he was 20 years old. That's when he was diagnosed pre-diabetic. Trying to correct it with traditional dieting methods. By the time he was 25, he was full-blown diabetic, and that's when he decided he needed to do something different. When he came to our office, we built that customized metabolic program for him, and he was able to reverse the diabetes in 3.5 months, and he lost 98 pounds.
Working with Dr. Nash, I lost 70 pounds in 3.5 months and reversed my type 2 diabetes, and I feel great.
That's an incredible transformation, Dr. Nash. I'm sure there are people watching in the new year on our show who are thinking that they would love to participate. You always come with a great special offer for our viewers. So what do you have to entice them today?
Absolutely. So normally I have to do this metabolic evaluation to determine if the issues somebody is having match what we do to help get them corrected. That's normally $97. But when I come on the Morning Blend, I like to do something special. So we do have 10 spots available right now for just $9.97. It's 90% off its normal price. You'll have a one-on-one metabolic evaluation with me, and we're going to see if you can meet or beat the results that we saw with Dominic today.
That's so cool. Thank you, Dr. Nash. As you heard Dr. Nash mention, the standard client interview fee is $97. Mention that you saw Dr. Nash on the Morning Blend, and the fee will be reduced to just $9.97. And you will receive 2 weight loss webinars in which Dr. Nash talks about her program and the amazing results it can achieve for you. Now, Dr. Nash only has 10 appointments available at the $9.97 reduced fee, and your evaluation will be done online for your safety.